everyone, and welcome to the Ladies Tale podcast.
Yeah, because you know I was about to start it with the wrong one again.
Right, exactly.
Oh, yeah, because that's just how Jade rolls. Hey, but I'm Jade.
And I'm Winona. Wow, good job.
High five, social distance style. All right. So, I mean, like today, I felt like super smart, right? Because we've had like a lot of people from England and like the Ladies Tale cave, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. So therefore we feel intelligent because their accent makes the language sound just a titch smarter.
Yes, I
just
wish.
a titch.
I wish.
But anyway, we have books.
Yeah, right. So we wrote pop poetry. And literally life guides with pop poetry, just letting y'all know. All right, aka our books. And read the top 4. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons. And I thought being grown up was easy. And I thought I did my journey alone. And if only I were me. I feel like I've done this a lot today.
Yep, it's time. It's cool. You can pick up the book.
Get in there.
Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and on Audible. Go figure.
Yeah, and you can find out everything your ladies are doing, and I do mean everything. www.andwethought.com.
Hold on one second. You can even find things we wish we hadn't done there.
Yeah, right. Sure. I'll be like, oh, was that picture? Scandalous. Joking. There's no scandalous pictures. No.
Ladies don't have scandalous pictures. But we have a co-host today because, you know, that's how we know people are important. We bring our co-host and co-host.
We're joking. Everyone's important to us.
My name is Tanya Todd. I'm an author and actress and screenwriter from Las Vegas.
Fabulous. All right. And a wonderful guest today.
That has a ton more energy than we do.
I know, right? I think I could have had some more caffeine. I think that's really what's lacking. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey.
Tay? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Tay Tay and I'm a singer-songwriter from London.
A singer and a songwriter.
Wait, that's a lot of emotional going on right there.
That is a lot of emotional going on. But I want to know, how did you start writing songs? Please say you started writing with poetry so I can seem cooler than I am.
Please share the coolness.
Do you know what? My writing came very randomly, actually. Like, I'll be like in random places and I'll come up with like words and lyrics and melodies and it just started like that.
So do you always carry like a book with you for when you get inspired, or is it just your phone?
It's just my phone. So I've got like a app on my phone where I can like do voice recordings, where I can jot down my ideas. Yeah, all my notes on my phone. Yeah, that's
what's the most inconvenient place you've ever been struck with inspiration?
Where I've ever been struck with inspiration. Oh, guys, you got me thinking right now, Tanya. Oh, wow.
You could go with the generic, which is always the best.
You know what? The places that I'm stuck with inspiration is when I'm driving and I'm on the motorway in traffic. Like that's where it happens.
It always happens, doesn't it?
It always happens, and it's frustrating because I'm driving and I'm doing the driving. I'm stuck in the traffic. Obviously, you're not allowed to drive with your phone in your hand, so I have to really sing what I've come up with over and over again till I reach my destination, so I can put it in my notes. That makes sense?
Oh no,
it does. I'm a writer, so I do the same thing. Or I use talk to text.
No, let me just explain. Like literally the whole And I Thought brand, the poetry books and everything was born with me driving, like going to like a vacation, and Winona was in the car, and that is how it was absolutely born. Like all the books, everything was born right then, and we were on a highway. Or I guess because, you know, as people say it in England, like a motorway.
Highway. A motorway, a highway, yeah, freeway. What's the difference between a highway and a freeway?
A freeway is bigger.
Freeway is 8 lanes.
Yeah, it's like really massive. Like a highway is like about 4 lanes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you've been to the States, right? You came to Miami.
Yeah, I have.
You seen those big...
Miami, and obviously Orlando, Florida. Yeah. But I never know the difference between a highway and a freeway, but I've learned something tonight.
Well, I'm glad we could teach you something, right?
No, we're not just pretty faces.
Yay! Not just pretty faces. I mean, no one would say that though, because you know, we didn't angle right today. No angles.
So how did you accomplish everything that you've accomplished so far?
Oh, guys, I'm really bad at these questions, you know. You know
we
what
want to ask other questions, but I feel we should be a good.
You know what it is? How I've accomplished what I've done so far is being persistent, putting in the time, the hours, the energy. And you know what? I live by this saying, like, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. So that's what I just live day to day. So, yeah.
That's an excellent answer for a question you didn't think you could answer.
Oh,
really?
I was just thinking, I was like, man, I wish I could come up with like quotes on the fly. Like, hold
No,
on.
on the fly. That's the only quote I know, so don't ask me no more.
I was like,
so
man,
say it again, once more with feelings, so everyone can write it down. The listeners can write it.
Guys, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you ever imagined.
Wow. Okay, see, I feel like we should totally like wrap up the show. We just started. Darn it.
Oh, he hasn't told us about his EP yet. He has an EP coming out in 2 days.
I have.
Is that a question?
I have an EP coming out in the next couple of days. Go check it out.
Where can people find it? What's it called?
You can find it on all platforms, all streaming platforms. Yeah, and you can check out our new one. It's called Taking Over, due to release with the EP on the 18th of September. Yeah, and
okay.
I just feel like this isn't live though, so in 2 days.
So 2 days.
Oh, yeah, in 2 days.
2 days from when we're recording, not 2 days from when it airs.
Check it out right now. It's out right now. That's right.
Okay.
Right?
There we are. We are like, this is a really fun interview, y'all. Like, I'm enjoying this. I feel like I should have a woman coat though. Like, bro.
Oh no! Before we started, I got up and so there was an interview before this. I just disappeared from that interview.
Hey, you don't tell secrets. Yeah, don't tell secrets.
Anyway,
just because it's happy hour here don't mean everybody gotta know we celebrate happy hour.
I have a flask line. If y'all don't know we celebrate happy hour, that's a shame. Anyway, so I got a chance to chat with your manager once, and she mentioned you were like single-handedly bringing back the bad boy of pop.
That's fabulous.
How?
No, not how. Not how.
Bad boy of pop.
What are the requirements to be a bad boy of pop?
Oh, yep. And that, my friend, with the tape over it, that is the best way to do it. That is the best way to do it.
Right?
We love it.
You know what? Bad boy of pop.
We were making a joke. I'm sorry. That was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
don't answer that question.
Do not answer that question. You had the best answer with the tape over your mouth.
I've got it here. I've got it here. Write this on the speed dial. Like if I need it.
Oh, okay. Okay, don't answer that question.
Right.
See, there's something to be said for a boy who carries packing tape.
Yes, it is. Okay. There is something to be said for that. Tanya, wow, didn't expect that. Didn't see that one coming. So,
oh God, I want to say so much. Okay. It's a family show.
Family shows, y'all. All right.
So, you have the EP coming out. You're part of Franklin Lake. How long have you been at Franklin Lake? Because you know what? So
Franklin Lake. We originally started off as a 5-piece boy band, and we lost the other 3 members in the band because they weren't. Again, it goes back to your first question, like. How did I achieve where we are at the moment? Like the other 3 guys weren't committed enough. They like doing the fancy events. They like doing all the glitz and the glam, that kind of lifestyle. But when it comes to actually putting the work and actually getting a pen and paper and doing music, that never happened. So we had to like get rid of the dead weight, if that's
ouch.
the right thing to say.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay. I was so looking forward to this. I was like, is Real Tay going to show up for the interview? Because you always say something funny and interesting.
Real Tay showed up. Thank you for it. Thank you for it.
But yeah. Well, it's interesting that you lost some of the members because I read an article in Neon Music that said that Franklin Lake is tipped to be the next best thing. How does that make you feel?
That's myself and Jude that's been driving it ourselves for the past 3 years now. putting in the work, the hours. Yeah, it's a nice thing to hear and see and read, but we just got to carry on doing what we enjoy doing, and making good music.
It's a great thing, especially when you put in like a lot of work and you do a lot of stuff. Because I know Winona and I talked to it about the And I Thought Ladies brand. Even everyone thinks it's so glitzy and glamorous, right? And then one day we had other authors go on tour with us, and they were like, "When do you sleep?" We were like, "That's when coffee was invented. We don't need to sleep. Take some vitamin B and let's get it." Like, we have more to do. But people don't understand the constant grind. And then when you're on a plane and you're like trying to finish writing the poetry for your book or the next story for your book, like, they don't understand like all that hard hours of work, you know, the sleep that you do not get, the brand that you try to build, the weight that that people tell me to lose all the time that I never do, but it's still annoying to hear.
So it's like what Tanya said, like, how do we feel when we read stuff like that in like to be the next big thing? It's very nice to see, because it shows that what we're doing is paying off, if that's the right thing to say.
So sometimes, like, when you're
it's nice to be acknowledged, right?
It's nice to be acknowledged. That's the right word to say. Yeah, it's nice to be.
Tanya always has the best words, so this is why she's the
best one. I need like a training just to do interviews. I'm like all over.
I'm sure you're used to doing.
Speaking of words, I also read that you're bilingual. So I'm curious, what other language do you speak, and do you ever put that into your music?
Aha, that's so funny that you said that, because I've just left the studio like literally an hour and a half ago, and I'm back like doing this. So for the new music that I'm currently working on, we'll have different languages in there.
What are the other languages?
So I can speak like literally bits and bobs, little bits of like different languages. So I can speak a bit of Ghanaian, I can speak a bit of Nigerian, Yoruba, and Ghanaian is Tring, Hungarian, Turkish, Greek.
And how did you learn all of these?
I just like because I've got like a mixed ethnicity background, like myself, like my family, but I like different cultures. I like the different food, and I like to take the time to learn the culture, the religion, that's all of it. Yeah, I just like to learn.
What is your background?
I'm Cypriot, got Irish in me, and family's Jamaican as well, so it's total mix. And I've got Italian in the family, but my one is Cypriot and Irish.
Yeah. So you speak a bit of Greek?
Yeah.
Can you teach me how to order food? Because we're always in Greece, but I can never order food in
because
I know how to say, come sit down and eat with me.
Oh, no.
No. We got in trouble the last time we did that.
No, but not
No. Not even, never again.
And then people were trying to eat my food. And if everyone knows Jade loves all of her food. Like, do you want me to order you a separate plate? Because you can have it. Don't eat mine. No.
I know how to say no then.
That's good to know in all languages.
It is. It's great to know in all the language.
So, Tay, you have made it quite a distance in your career. Do you feel like the need to go back and mentor any of the up and coming artists and help them out?
Repeat that question again. Sorry, you broke up a bit. Then it went cracky.
Oh, sorry. So, do you get to so you've come a really far distance in your career? Do you like go back and like help out like smaller artists and stuff, and like help them figure their way out and not get caught up,
or teach them how to have that app on their phone?
Pretty much giving back to the community.
Do you know what? I get loads of messages on social media, or I'll bump into people out when I'm just out on just the day-to-day, and I meet that they're a singer, or I meet, like, I don't know if you have it in America, like buskers. Like when they're just out and they're singing, like I'll give like tips. I'm always there to help if I can. So yeah,
that is 100%. So what
again, go confidently in the direction of your dream. So live the life you haven't imagined. So it's always good to help someone that's needed.
I have one more question that's silly, and then y'all can do the rest because I'm done. The hair.
Love the hair.
How do you get the hair?
Which,
Do you know what? It's got, I don't know what you can see in this camera, but I've got no colour in it at the moment. It's got the blonde. I gave myself a quarantine haircut and I shaved it all off during the quarantine. And yeah, I just leave it. I don't know. It's just like a bush.
No,
it's not like a bush.
Because when I have my natural hair, I will not just wake up and it will look like so fabulously on my head.
No, this is literally wake up, go about my day to day, and this is it. No products in it, nothing. It just
bounces right back though.
I'm just so mad right now. I'm a little jealous. Like, seriously.
He's doing a hairspray commercial right now.
Yes. I don't know. Exactly.
L'Oreal, I'm worth it.
So that means
So you were talking about lockdown. How has that affected you as an artist? Like, did you have any tours planned that you had to cancel? Did it prevent you from doing anything you wanted to do?
We had shows that we had to cancel, yes. Has it affected the plans and everything we're doing now? I'm going to say no, because I've used it to my advantage. Like, where I've had the extra time to myself, so I've given myself the extra time to regroup, to get back at it. And again, just writing. The right word I'm going to use is staying productive. I've been keeping and staying productive during this time.
Absolutely, and I love those words. That was a good word, staying productive during this time.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you had to overcome, and what advice, I mean, besides your quote, that you would give to other people as they are trying to break into the music scene?
Challenges that I've overcome. Do you know, challenges, you're facing challenges every day that you learn from. So the advice that I can give to someone is, I don't know. Again, it goes back into my quote that I say, but you got to say that question again to me. Say that again.
So what is the advice that you would give people as they're trying to break into the music scene?
Again, work at your crafts. Like, just keep on doing what you enjoy doing. Stay at it. Very important now. Like, you've got this generation right now, and the way it is all right now, everything's all on social media. So it's a bit more easier for someone to like get themselves out there, because you've got the platforms like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You've got all of the Facebook. You've got all these platforms now. YouTube. Like, when I first started out, I didn't actually have all these big platforms. I think I remember I had MySpace when I first started. Yeah, and you've got all them platforms now. Use it to your advantage and post content. Keep on posting content. Post content. Share with everyone what you're doing, what you enjoy doing. Show people how the process is of how you create the music, or you're acting or dancing. If you're a dancer, post dancing videos, whether it's in your living room, in your house, your backyard. Just share with everyone what you enjoy doing and go confidently in that direction.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, that quote is so wonderful. And thank you so much for coming on today and sharing that wonderful advice to just keep doing what you're doing, because you
do what you do.
Absolutely. So
I have a real quick question for him, because most boy bands do not write their own music. Did you always write your own music, or did you transition to that once you trimmed the fat, so to speak?
Do you know what? And you know, that's a really good question, because I remember this like yesterday. I used to keep on going to like auditions, and the doors kept on being closed in my face, because I was just performing covers, what everyone was doing. Like, there weren't nothing different from nothing. There weren't nothing that separated me from the guy next door or the person next door that done music. Then I had meeting with another producer, and this producer didn't want to work with me years ago. This is like when I was like 14, 15. He didn't want to work with me, and I was really excited. I had the fire in my belly to do music, and he didn't want to work with me because he goes, "You don't write music, you don't write your own music." He goes, "Go start learning, pick up pen and paper, start learning to write music, And I thought, how the hell do you like learn to write music? It must just, if you've got it, you've got it. If it's not, you haven't got it. But no, I just remembered writing a song, and it took time. I worked on my craft, and yeah.
So do you think that challenge that producer
makes sense?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that challenge that producer put in front of you was the thing that unlocked your creative inside?
Yes, 100%, 100%. That producer really kicked me into another world.
Absolutely.
Another world.
Well, that's how you turn rejection into progress, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And do you know what? And a couple of years down the line, I actually went back and worked with that producer.
Yes. That is the best.
It happened.
I think you need a virtual high five for that one, man. Virtual high five.
No, it did. And you know what? Again, that's an achievement just itself. So no matter how many doors like close in your face, you just got to take that as like a positive, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like take that from a negative and turn it into a positive, if that makes sense. So that's what I do.
Definitely does.
And I'm gonna just share the story about how when I made Winona write a book of poetry, although she said I wanted her to be poor for the rest of her life because poetry doesn't sell, and she was like, if I'm gonna write, you have to write. And I was like, I know write. I read. Like I put in 3 lines in your stories. That's what I do. And she's like, no, if I have to do it, you have to do it. And then 14 books later, here I am, still writing poetry.
Now this chick is the poet of the year.
I'm the poet of the year for 2019, so that was crazy, right? Didn't write anything until like 2015, and now poet of the year 2019. And because they didn't have it this year, I'm still the poet of the year.
You go, girl.
2 years in a row.
You know, my first poetry that I wrote was when I was in like in high school, secondary school, and it was in my English literature lesson, and we had to write a poem. And I'm thinking, oh my God, where do I start? Again, I wasn't writing music at this time before, like, it must have been years ago when I was in high school. And I wrote my first poem, and my poem was about bullies. So about people that were being bullied in school, just the day-to-day life. And that was my first poem, writing about bullies. So it was something to uplift people that were being bullied. That was what the poem was like. And I got an A for that.
There you go. And look, it was in you all the time. You just didn't know.
But you know what it is? If you set your mind to something, whatever it may be, and again, work on it and really put every bit of energy into it, then anyone can achieve anything they want to do.
I just want to say, I want to reiterate what he said. So for the people out here listening to this, when he says work on it, he means work on it.
Like for real.
Work on it.
Full-time job, and then like you got another job, you're going to have to work.
Dedicate yourself.
Work on it.
Dedicate, if you want to do it, dedicate yourself to it. I mean, understand that some people have to work their day job. Please work your day job. Please pay your bills. We all like when people get paid. You know, we do. Please pay your bills, everything else. But if you have any spare time, well, make the spare time and really work on what you want to do, because you can achieve what you want to do.
like when I first started out, like obviously I was doing my education, and obviously where I was doing education, if I wanted to go out with my friends and see my friends and everything, like I would need to have money to go and do that, whether it would be going to a restaurant or going to get a takeaway or to the movies or to the theatre. I needed to make money. So after education, I was going to work, and then where I was finishing work to make my little pocket change, then I was at home through them little evenings or whatever. I would sacrifice like the TV and just sing. I'll just sing, I'll practice, and do you know what?
I like how you said you sacrifice. You have to sacrifice.
You have to make sacrifices in life. You have to make sacrifices.
And prioritize what is important to you.
Prioritize what's important. Like nothing, what everyone needs to understand, nothing's going to just be handed on a plate and be like, here, this is all ready for you. You've got to work at it. And people are going to see that fire in you and see that hunger. And they're going to go, you know what? You're not going to be a waste of time working, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
And there we have it. Even bad boys have to work for it.
Yeah, you have to work for it. I don't know where this bad boy things come from. I'm actually a really nice guy.
It's a great quote. That's a great quote.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So one question, and then we promise this is like the next to the last question, because I have the last question.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm getting warmed up now. That's it.
Sharing my bum hurt, so we're done.
I don't know. Richard had questions for them. Do you have any questions for the ladies?
Why? Well, why, Tanya? As you drink your beverage of choice.
It's just lemonade, but I like a pretty glass.
Sure, we believe you.
I feel like I
Vodka in there. Vodka.
Oh, it's just lemonade.
Right, what's your next question?
My question for Tanya is how much vodka is in that lemonade? And then my second question.
Girls, remember, it's a family show.
That's right. Yeah. There's 0 vodka in my lemonade.
Uh-huh.
Fresh lemon juice with water.
And then my second question is: you started off training yourself with your voice? Oh.
I did. And there's a little secret.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only had 2 singing lessons ever in my life.
Wow, 2 singing lessons.
Okay, so now I'm officially jealous because your hair
2.
is amazing. And I've spent 4 years training my voice, and it doesn't sound like yours.
Of course.
No, 2 years. No, two singing lessons I've had, but again, it goes with the experience and where you're working at every day, and going in with producers, going with other writers, other musicians, other singers. You're learning every day. You're learning every day.
Fabulous. Okay, and so I have the last question because unless you have some questions for us, Ted.
No, he doesn't.
Because Tanya put it out there, so now I have to honor it.
Oh, help me. What's a good question to ask?
None.
No questions are good.
I've got a question.
Okay.
I've got to think. I want to think of a good question. Actually, it's going to come to me.
It's going to.
No, I'm gonna think of a good question.
Just put a question mark at the end of your quote.
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Tanya, really, you're just having yourself a great time laughing.
Oh wait, it's gonna end up being a question for you. Watch, Tanya.
You lot are gonna get off the Zoom thing, the interview, and go, oh my God, he was a nightmare to interview.
No, we are not gonna say that at all. So I'll just go ahead and ask my final question, which is, where can people find out more about Franklin Lake and follow you? You have Twitter, you have Snapchat, you have what do you have?
And the
handles.
Still here?
Well, yes.
Oh,
well, no, I'm gonna need you to stop writing for a minute and join the world of the living.
Yeah, people can find us. They can just type in Franklin Lake. You can type it in on social media, Instagram. Just type in Tay Tay, Google Franklin Lake. Yeah, and check out our music if you like to.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Tanya, where can people find out more about you?
I am also on social media, but it's at Ms. Tanya Todd, and my website is www.mstanyatodd.com.
Fabulous. Thank you so
Jade,
much.
would you like to wrap us up?
Absolutely. You can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andwethought.com. You can check out our shows and our books there. Some of them have gotten a makeover, but more importantly than all of that, if you go to the ladies tab, go down to the middle and see the charities that we proudly support. Maybe you can support them too. Yes, we know, times are hard, so people really don't have money, and that's fine. You don't have to support them with money. You can support them with time, and if you don't have time, that's fine too. Maybe you could just write them or drop them a line and say, thank you so much for doing the wonderful work that you do in the world, because we all need encouragement. And you know that we are still working on the tagline for the end of this, right? So we're still working on it. Winona, you have something?
I think I do. So I'm going to go, a story has an ending, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And where you land in that story can tell how it turns out in your life. So I hope that one was decent. Do we like that one?
I don't know, y'all. Let us know. So peace and love for Winona, because I'm going to just take hers because she doesn't.
And Jade.
Oh, I was going to do that too. All right, you know what? Thanks for listening.
Bye.